Hey everybody, Joe here with Candid Movies. This time I'll be talking to you all about the movie American Fiction. Fortunately, Regal does this thing called Monday Mystery Movies or Mystery Movie Monday, or it's all them M's. Sometimes I get it mixed up, but I try to go as often as I can. And this past week, we were able to see the movie American Fiction before it hits theaters officially. This movie stars Jeffrey Wright, Issa Rae, and Sterling K. Brown. I also want to give a shout out to Tracee Ellis Ross and Erica Alexander, aka Maxine Shaw, attorney at law from Living Single. It was great to see a great cast that was in this movie. This movie is based around Jeffrey Wright's character, though, who is an author, who is a great writer and a scholar, and has his PhD and all that stuff. But he's a genius, and a lot of times geniuses, as they say in the movie, geniuses have a hard time connecting with other people. And so he was hard to love. I can say it like that. He was hard to love, and it was very difficult to get people to really want to read his books and things like that, because there is like a lot of racial elements in this film when it comes down to what the masses of people want to read. Now, let's be honest, when it comes down to entertainment, when it comes down to fiction, if I'm reading those books, it's because I want to escape. If I'm watching those movies, it's because I want to escape from the reality that I'm in. But unfortunately, I don't think Jeffrey Wright's character really understood that and was fighting against the system. So, unfortunately, during the movie, some things happened to where he needed a lot of money in order to work some things out. Now, this caused him to actually write a book kind of as a joke, as this like hardened prisoner, black guy who just, writes all these ridiculous tropes about black people in the hood and gangsters and drugs and all this stuff, guns, blah, blah, blah. Basically what you're used to seeing from, African-American quote-unquote art, and he hated every second of it, but he wrote it as a joke. But joke's on him, people loved the book, and they loved the idea of an author who was uncouth, to say the least. And so he, is dealing with that, and it some other things are happening in his family that causes him to go down this spiral. And one thing I actually think about this movie was, one, it was beautifully shot. I think that it was well acted. The issue was that the first hour of the movie was a straight up snooze fest. I was not particularly sleepy when I came into the theater, but it made me a little drowsy, to be honest. But it did pick up a bit afterward. The story was really good. The plot was excellent. The ending, though, was one of those ones where it was like, did this really happen? Or was just all this imaginary, etc.? It was a lot that could be left up to your imagination. And I think they did that on purpose. I actually am a fan of that type of ending. I'm not going to lie to you. When I first left the theater, I was really ready to rush to judgment because it made me feel things that I didn't really want to feel. Like I say, he was dealing with some issues with family, and it reminded me of some things that I've gone through with family, with people who I love, health deteriorating, and relationships not working out the way that you want them to, things like that. And like I said, when I go to the movies, I really want to detach. So it's a little harsh on it at first, but I have to be I can't be subjective. I have to be objective. And I think this is actually a good movie, and I hope that you all, give it a shot. It may not be everybody's cup of tea, though, so I can't say that I would highly recommend, but maybe, perhaps wait until it comes out on streaming or something like that. But overall, I would have to say, for the actors and actresses, at least buy a ticket. At least go to the movies and buy a ticket for Jeffrey Wright and Issa Rae and them, because they do great work. Otherwise, man. So overall, for American Fiction, I'd probably have to give it a B minus. I was at a C plus when I left the theater, but no, I was at a C minus, I think. Yeah, I was at a C minus. But I, giving it some thought, it was earlier this week, and giving it more thought, I think it actually is way better than mid-grade, way better than below average, like I was trying to give it previously. Because again, it made me feel things that I didn't really want to feel, but that's not necessarily a reason to give something a low score. So let me know what you all think, if you all go see this movie when it comes out, or if you're going to wait, for streaming. Let me know. Again, I've been Joe with Candid at the Movies. Please click that like, share, and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell. And y'all take care. Have a fantastic day. Peace.